welcome guys. We're here with Toby Wells, or Toby Mayo by mating, correct, Toby?
Correct,
Yeah.
correct.
So as you guys know, we've faced kind of a tremendous, I would say, hit to OMC, and there's a lot of new things going on. But Toby has been tied into OMC for a long time and is Don's daughter, and we wanted to make sure that you guys saw this side of her, and she's going to be the new face. Toby, would you say the face of OMC?
New face, president of OMC, yes,
Good,
yes.
good.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
we just wanted to ask you some questions just to kind of let people know. Obviously, we have thousands of customers all over the world, and some of them had a chance to meet Don, and some of them will get a chance to meet you, but this is kind of a good entry to you. So
No, thank you, John. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you taking time to do this today. And as John said, I'm Toby Wells. I am one of Don Mayos' daughters, and I have been involved with the company since my dad purchased the company several years ago, and I'm now the president of OMC and OHC, our harvest company, and our other entities, and I'm excited about that opportunity. And just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm married to Joe Wells, and I've been married to Joe for about 35 years. He has been working at the OMC plant in Yuba City for, I'd say, a little over 10 years.
Okay.
So he has been involved on a day-to-day basis. I have two children, a daughter who just graduated from the University of Alabama, and a son who is going to Boise. And my son actually worked up here this summer. He welded for Wesco, for the Wesco trailers, and he thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm also a CPA. I have an accounting firm in Stockton, which really helps because I've been involved with OMC as the CFO since 2004, and also sitting on the board of directors.
So you've been tied in for quite a while already behind the scenes. A lot of people haven't seen you or heard from you, but you've been in OMC's business decision making and that already since 2004.
Since 2004.
Yeah.
And I will tell you even a little previously because I knew the Brandt family.
Oh, okay.
So I knew the Brandt family, I knew Dick
okay.
Brandt, and I know Terry Brandt. So I've been involved beforehand, but very involved since my dad's purchase of OMC. In fact, Terry Brandt, who my father purchased the business from in '04, Terry, my dad, and I sat around a table together, and we're the ones that orchestrated the purchase of OMC.
Really?
So yeah,
okay.
So
I didn't know
it's
that. I
been-
didn't know that story.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
So it's been years, and I've been closely involved on a daily basis. You know, I talk to my father at least probably a couple times a day, usually FaceTime,
Yep.
and just really about the vision of the company, the builds of the company, where we were going. The one aspect of the business that I wasn't really involved with as much is really on the sales side, getting to know the customers. And that's something that I'm looking forward to doing. I'll be at most of the farm shows, so please, I hope I have an opportunity to meet the customers. Please come up and introduce yourself to me. I'm really excited about learning a little bit more about our customer.
That's awesome.
base. Yeah.
You know, I want you to tell the story because the story's already circulated the day after, if you don't mind, the day after Don passed, kind of, obviously you immediately stepped into the role of full ownership of president. And can you share that? Will you share that story with us a little bit?
No. So it's kind of a little serendipity, if you want to say. I like that word. So I like to use it periodically.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Is my dad and I had talked about the plan and what would happen if something was to happen to him. And it was just kind of a futuristic conversation. And I think it was just more of just a conversation and something to talk about. But the vision was so clearly laid out in what he wanted and what I want.
Sure.
And the day that he passed, the next morning, I came to the plant at about 7 to really give my condolences to everybody at the plant that day. And
Why was that important to you?
because it's not just a loss for the family, it's a loss for the OMC family, which was a huge part of my dad's life. You know, OMC is a business, and it's a very successful business, and I'm very proud of what my father's done with the business. But it's more than just a business too, John. It's the people on the plant floor and the customers and the service centers and the vendors, and it's much bigger than just a business to him.
For sure.
And I knew that the loss wasn't just the family loss, it was the OMC family loss. And I wanted to give my condolences to the people on the plant floor, especially that next day, because some of them did not know. And I wanted to give them all assurances that this is the game plan and this is what we're going to do, and we're going to push on even harder. I mean, we have so many projects in the works, and we have some exciting things that we've been working on that we're going to start to unveil that I think will change the industry. And I wanted to do both of those things, reassure and condolences.
So you show up, some of these guys don't even know you, and from what I understand, kind of lined up everybody and you shook every hand?
Yep. I walked around and shook everybody's hand. I know some of them, you know, because I've been around for so long, but I didn't know everybody there. And, you know, I just think it was difficult. You know, there were tears. There were some people that really weren't ready to talk to me. Some people that I had a closer relationship with, and I respect that. But it was important to do that and show support to everybody that meant so much to my father.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Right when I heard that, because I heard the story before, you told me when we had a chance to visit.
Yeah.
But I heard the story before you even got here, and to me that was like an immediate sign, right? Like that you just, I don't know, that's something powerful, right? That obviously Don had such a positive impact on that you just picked up the pace immediately. I mean, who does that now? And so anyways, I think that was absolutely awesome that you did that, and I mean that. Like,
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
and
it was huge.
It meant a lot to me, and that's how my dad would have wanted it to be done too.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he would be so proud of how everybody has stepped up, from the plant floor to the salesman. I mean, across the board, everyone has just really stepped up.
I would agree with that. Yeah, it's been pretty good.
So it's been, it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah. What, you know, we're sitting here talking about, obviously, your kind of intro into OMC, and we just got out of a meeting right now. Right. Talking about a little bit about the future. And I know that's the questions that I'm getting in the field, right? So what's going to change, and what's going to happen? What's the future look like for OMC? And you know, we know, because we're talking more and more on a day-to-day basis. But I think it's important for our customers, like I said, all around the world, to kind of know what your thought is based off of Don's thought originally. We share a little bit about kind of where we're at and kind of where you think that we're going, or maybe you guys already had it figured out of where OMC was going.
Well, we kind of did in a lot of aspects, because I did talk to my dad so much, and I think where we're going has not changed. If anything, we're going to push forward even harder. You know, we have such a bright future. We have all these projects. We have loyal customer base, and we plan to push forward and continue bringing on new machines and continuing to be an industry leader, and that's what we're going to do. You know, so from a customer standpoint and employee standpoint, OMC is going to push on and be stronger than it's ever been. The missing component will obviously be my father, Don Mayos. Will not be, you know, present, but he will in a lot of aspects, and I think he would be proud. But our plan is to push hard, and the future looks bright. You know, we have a lot happening and a lot going on. So
a lot of new products that we've launched in the last 3 years, and a lot still on the plate to go.
It will be revealing.
I think when she says like we are going to change the industry, we have some things cooking that really will, you know what I mean, or when they come through. What else you want to add? I mean, she's a very outgoing person, if you can't tell already. You just are. You have good energy and
Thank you.
good vision.
I got good energy to bounce off from back here, so it works.
It's
It
good,
works.
it's good.
Yeah.
No, well, I just free for all. You know, a few of these questions we just kind of had lined up, but I mean, is there anything that you kind of want to say? You've spoken. I know at the memorial, I saw you bouncing around, and we had over 800 people visiting from all around the world, which was awesome.
Yeah, I was very pleased with the celebration.
Yeah, me too.
And for those who did not see my father's casket, we did put flames down his casket.
was
So
awesome. Yeah.
it was pretty awesome. He had requested that for years. And, you know, I thought, you know what? Well, that's what we're going to do. So he would have been very proud with that. And I was just really happy with all of the support that came out.
Good.
You know, and I think the one thing that I would just like to say is to, you know, give everybody my condolences. Is he was a legend in what he did, and was just an incredible person, and will be deeply missed. And I would just like to give everybody my condolences from the OMC family, and just let everybody know how excited we are here, as the team that my dad put together is just an amazing team, amazing. And we have a lot going on, and we're busy, and we're building, and it's an exciting time at OMC. So that's our future.
Let's go.
Pushing on hard. Yeah.
Good. Well, good, Toby. I want to thank you again for doing this for us. It means a lot. Like I said, I know we're all getting to know each other, and it's been really fun. It really has. It's really been really good. So Toby's going to be at a lot of the shows this year. So when you see her, make sure you go and say hi and introduce yourself. I'm sure she'd love to hear your story that was tied to OMC or Don. And
I would, yeah. Please come up and introduce yourself. I just hope I have the honor to meet everyone that wasn't, you know, had some relationship with my dad, and I'd love to hear the stories. Even that during that, not to go back to a conversation we had a couple minutes ago, but even when I walked the plant floor, some of the stories that people shared with me, and things that my dad had did, and, you know, something funny, or something that he helped out a family, you know, it's great to have that bond. So I would just love to have the opportunity to meet everyone.
awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.
Pleasure.